Okay, so we're going to add fractions, okay? Alright, so when you've got a problem in here like this, two fractions, you got them kind of horizontal. Go ahead and change them vertically. It's just easier to work with. So 1/3 plus 1/4, okay? Alright, so I recommend go ahead and put your equal signs beside these. Go ahead and put a fraction bar out there. And put this is the equal sign in fractions, okay? So go ahead and do that. So we can't add these because we don't have a common denominator. You can't add a 3 and a 4 there like that in a fraction. So you got to find the least common multiple of both these numbers, and we know it's 12. Okay. So 4 times what is 12? Well, we know 4 times 3 is 12. So if you multiply this bottom by 3, you got to do the same thing to this top. So 1 times 3 is 3. Okay. 3 times what is 12? Well, hopefully we know 3 times 4 is 12. So if you multiply this bottom by 4, you got to multiply this top by 4. 1 times 4 is 4. Now you can add these together because you got a common denominator here. So go ahead and bring your denominator down, which is 12. You actually do not add your denominators, you bring your denominator down. You add your numerators, which is the top number here, okay? 4 plus 3 is 7. And 7/12 is your answer there on that one, okay? Alright. Now, I got a little bit kind of a different problem here, okay? You're adding mixed numbers, okay? So a little bit trickier, okay? Same thing. Go ahead and do them vertically, okay? 3 1/3 plus 4 1/5. So 4 1/5, okay? Alright, same thing here. Go ahead and put your equal signs out to the side. Fraction bar over here, scoot a little bit just more, okay? Alright, now, same thing here. You can't add these two together because they don't have the same common denominator. You can multiply them, but you can't add them. So we've got to find the least common multiple, and least common multiple between 3 and 5 is 15. I covered least common multiples in another video, so maybe you want to go back and check that one if you need to. Alright, so we've got to figure out 5 times what is 15? Well, 5 times 3 is 15. If you multiply this bottom by 3, you've got to multiply the top by 3. So 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, so 3 times what is 15? Well, 3 times 5. Okay, so if you multiply this bottom by 5, and multiply the top times 5. So 1 times 5 is 5. Okay? Alright, so go ahead and bring your 3 over, bring your 4 over. Now we can do all the adding together, okay? Alright, I suggest that you add the fraction first, because if you've got more than 15 as a numerator, you have to add 1 to this, but we're not going to have that this time. We maybe do 1 later for that, but not right now. So bring your denominator down, add your 5 plus 3 is 8. So 8 is not greater than 15, so you're not adding 1 to your total here. 3 plus 4 is 7. So 7 and 8/15 is your answer on that one. Alright, now, 4 1/2 plus 6. We got a mixed number and a whole number, okay? So, same thing again. Go ahead and go this way. Go ahead and go vertical. Okay. Now, do a little bit different here, okay? Alright, so 6 is actually the number 6. You can rewrite it 5 2/2. Okay? Because what you're doing here, you're adding these two together. So 2/2, that's 1 whole. So 5 plus 1 whole is 6, okay? So technically what we've got here is 5 2/2. And we're going to use 2 as the common denominator, okay? So if 2 is the common denominator here, you just bring everything over, because it's already got 2 as the common denominator. Okay? Common denominator down, 2. Now you add your 1 and 2, and that gives you 3. 4 plus 5 is 9, okay? So we can reduce this, okay? So if we take 2 2's out of this, 2/2 out of this, that leaves us with 1 more, okay? So you take that 1, you take 1 whole out of here and add it to this is 10. And if you take 2 2's out of here, 2/2 out of here, 3 minus 2 is 1 over 2. So 10 and 1/2 is your answer there for this one right here, okay? So So maybe I'll do another video and show you how you get that. But as of right now, that's how you take it out of that.